वालेकुम सलाम मैम।
Assalamu alaikum everyone.
वालेकुम सलाम मैम।
वालेकुम सलाम।
Can you all hear me?
Yes मैम।
There. Can you all hear me or not? There.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes मैम, we can hear you.
Yes, Uzair, please, if you want to say something, please carry on. Can you hear me or not? But I can't hear you. Unmute your audio, Uzair. और किसी की कोई और बच्चा बोले ताकि मुझे पता चले कि आप लोग की आवाज मुझे भी आ
Yes,
रही है।
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, आवाज आ रही है।
Yes, ma'am, आवाज आ रही है।
आप लोग की आवाज मुझे नहीं आ रही। आई डोंट नो व्हाई।
मैम हमें तो आ रही है आपकी आवाज।
मैम आवाज आ रही है लेकिन जरा कट कट के आ रही है।
भाई मैम को हमारी आवाज नहीं जा रही है। भाई आई थिंक हैंड फ्री में मसला होगा, माइक खराब होगा।
सब अच्छा।
आपने कुछ बोला है?
If you don't mind, मुझे लगता है किसी स्टूडेंट ने तो नहीं किया ये। अभी अब मुझे थोड़ी सी आवाज आ रही है, अब पहले नहीं आ रही थी। नॉट डायरेक्ट, ये मैंने अब हेडफोन्स क्या होते हैं, ये एपीएस लगाए, उस पे आ रही है।
Writing versus creative writing.
Okay.
And about literacy, literature, 7 C's of communication.
Okay, the difference between technical writing, the other genres of writing. Now moving towards what is the process of writing, how we design, how we plan it, and how we proceed with it. For that purpose, there is a process of writing in which we lay out the framework, we design the outline of the piece of writing we intend to design. There are few steps which we have to follow to develop our writing. Uzair, can you give me a favor?
Yes, ma'am.
There is there is a boy Kashani. Is he become a part of your class for this course or section D?
Ma'am, what's the name?
Abdullah Kashani.
No, ma'am, I think he's not in our class.
Okay. चलो मैं उसको कहती हूँ दूसरे section में join करेगा. Okay जी. The first thing is you have to start your preparation. And for preparation, you need to first of all select the idea. You realize the importance of the subject matter. Okay, what is the thing? What is your preference, and what do you want to achieve, and what is your target? For that purpose, you plan, you prepare, you draw an outline, you make a framework, you make a web in which you start collecting information. The preparation is like, for instance, if you have to go for some occasion, so you will determine for your dressing event what kind of dress you will choose. It depends on upon the nature of the occasion, whether it's a wedding, whether it's birthday party, or maybe you're going for some condolence. So you cannot wear the same dress for all these occasions. And then you come to university every day. So for every occasion you dress up differently. Similarly, when you have some thing in your mind to design, your preparation will be different from each and every kind of document. So for that thing, you start designing the drafts. आप कभी भी रिसर्च करेंगे ना इंशाल्लाह, तो you will see automatically आप क्या करेंगे, you start collecting the information. उसका आप पहले एक रफ ड्राफ्ट बनाएंगे, फिर आपका एक सेकंड. आपने अक्सर देखा है किसी भी कोई आपका डॉक्यूमेंट असाइनमेंट होती है, वो ऑटोमेटिकली इट गोज इनटू डिफरेंट स्टेप्स. एंड यू फर्स्ट एक होता है पहले एक फॉर इंस्टेंस टेक्निकल राइटिंग, then technical writing 1, technical writing 2, 3, 4, new, latest. इससे जब आप कंफ्यूज होने लग जाते हैं, फिर आप उसको नया नाम देते हैं, latest, news, something like that, that you would be able to recognize और identify कि ये आपका नया काम है और updated version है. इसी तरह when you start planning something to write, you prepare yourself, you update yourself with information, with the previous information, with the existing information, and with the new trends. You plan different drafts for it. तो और आप हर ड्राफ्ट को जब भी प्रूफ रीड करते हैं और आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट के मुताबिक उसमें आप इंफॉर्मेशन डालते जाते, you start keep on adding information in your drafts. Can anyone please read the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I think uh, you have green.
Can you see the screen?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can see the
Now it's
screen?
visible. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Is this Uzair?
Yes, ma'am.
Can anyone else who could read the slide from the girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
5
ma'am.
steps to successful writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The full
Ji. Okay. Some girl can read it.
Okay. 5 steps to successful writing. The following steps.
जी.
Ma'am,
Can you-
slide show नहीं हो रही. Yes. First step is preparation. Second, research. Third, organization. 4, writing. And 5 is revision.
Okay. As we have like start discussing the first step, now let's proceed. Ji, please read it.
Okay. Writing, like most professional tasks, requires solid preparation. In fact, adequate preparation is as important as writing a draft. In preparation or writing, your goal is accomplished the following four major tasks. Establish your primary purpose, access your audience or reader and the context, determine the scope of your coverage, and select the appropriate medium.
Okay. So here the author has mentioned that when you start writing your task, you need to have solid preparation. First of all, मुझे लगता है the first step should not only your collecting the material, is the first step should be preparing yourself. Whether you are interested in in the thing you want to write, एक तो आप कंपल्शन के लिए लिखते हैं और आपकी सारी बात है टेक्निकल राइटिंग इज योर रिक्वायरमेंट, बट आप उसमें कितने इन्वॉल्व हैं और आपका पर्पस किस तरह आपने उसको अचीव करना है. जैसे आप अपने यहाँ पे लेटर्स लिखते हैं, फॉर्मल लेटर्स, यू शुड नो कि आपके लेटर किस तरह इंटरटेन होने वाला है और आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन किस तरह से डिज़ाइन की जाएगी. तो आपकी अपनी मोटिवेशन, पर अगर आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिलना है, ऑब्वियसली योर स्टेक इज ऑन दैट रिटन डॉक्यूमेंट. तो यू शुड कीप दिस थिंग इन योर माइंड कि आपका डॉक्यूमेंट शुड convey your intention properly rather than knowing the other person. कई बार ऐसा होता है, मैंने बहुत से देखा और I'm sure we have also gone through this process. Once I wrote an application for my son and sent it to the headmaster of the HSN. He called a meeting and he called me and invited me and he showed me the application. He said, "Madam, this is this institution is amongst the 20 great schools of the world, and look at the application you have sent it here." So obviously at that time mothers are very casual and they do not think it should be very standard or formal. और उसमें मैंने क्या हुआ था, मैंने एक रजिस्टर से पेपर फाड़ा और उसपे लिखा सही, मगर ऑब्वियसली कहीं थोड़ा सा ओवर राइटिंग थी, पेपर वाज नॉट नीटली लाइक उसको शेप में नहीं आया. Then and thirdly, there was no subject, so he mentioned all these things. So you can then see how people like focus or like take into account these things. So these things are so important in your professional life. अगर आप किसी को कोई communicate करना चाह रहे हैं and you have spelling mistakes, you have grammar mistakes, it's without subject or it's without proper greetings and it looks. अभी मैंने इतना भी पढ़ाया है और when I like check the cover letters and resumes, ऐसे लगता था अपने किसी best buddy को लिखे हुए. I am a best candidate for that. You know, I love for this. I love this thing, and I would be like very enjoying this task here. आपका आपका कोई भी कम्युनिकेशन, टेक्निकल कम्युनिकेशन ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि आप किसी अपने दोस्तों को लिख रहे हैं या अपनी कोई बहन भाई को, फैमिली मेंबर्स को लिख रहे हैं. इट शुड बी वेरी प्रोफेशनल. सो सबसे पहले तो आप इस चीज के लिए आपको मेंटली तैयार करें. There is no space, no room for your frankness, your informal attitude, and your क्या कहते हैं laid back style और जो होता है ना unprofessional. That is not going to accept it in your writing. अगर जब when you आप बिलीव मी, आप कभी कोई भी लेटर पढ़ या कुछ चीज पढ़े होते, एक रीडर के ज़हन में इमीडिएटली एन इमेज appears और वो he immediately can think about the writer. तो उसकी एक शक्ल, you can एक imaginary एक चीज आपके ज़हन में आ जाती है, उसकी एटीट्यूड, बिहेवियर, पर्सनालिटी कि आप किस किस्म के इंसान हैं. for instance, if you have to send a CV and you paste a very model-like picture on it, even though they have not asked for it, do you have twisted your mustaches and you have like क्या कहते हैं इसको hairstyle, heroic hairstyle, or with a very cheeky smile, or so that shows that you are not, you might be applying for some social media. Okay, so in fact, adequate preparation is as important as writing a draft. In preparation or writing, your goal is to accomplish the following tasks. First of all, you will determine your purpose. Purpose. Can you please read it?
Preparation, detail, purpose.
Ji.
Determine the purpose of the report by evaluating the intended message. A clear message will help focus on what to include and what to discard. To establish your primary purpose, simply ask yourself what you want your reader to know, to believe, or to able to do what after they have finished reading what you have written. Be precise. Often a writer states a purpose so broadly that it is almost useless.
Okay. So, while designing, while determining your purpose, you have to ask yourself, कि what do you want to know and what your reader want to know, or what they should believe and what do you, what, for instance, अभी मैंने एक I have received a profile report from FBR, and they asked me for to give the information about me. So that was very concise and very precise kind of report. It was just like a form, but they have given it a name of profile report. They have just asked for the name, the occupation, the age, the profession, and this income and the other sources, and one space for if there is some other things to mention. So that profile report is maybe is less than 1 page, but the purpose is different. You do not have to, because they know the reader and the and their aim more than the reader. They have the purpose in their mind. They do not want the stories about the stakeholder. They just want to know about the source of income, occupation, obviously some things related to it. Nothing less, nothing more. तो उनके पास भी time नहीं है to listen, read the extra information, and I might also get confused कि मैं उसमें why should I write and what should I write and what I should not write. So we should have purpose in our mind, clearly stated, not vague. इसीलिए हम जब आपको रिपोर्ट्स करवाएंगे तो उसमें हम आपको ये बात we keep on discussing this thing, जो बच्चे अक्सर फोकस नहीं करते कि that your title, your problem statement, your purpose should be clearly stated, should be clearly identified. जैसे कि अगर हम लोग कोई भी टॉपिक लें, फॉर एग्जांपल रीडिंग लिटरेसी के बारे में बात करें, किसी और एजुकेशन की फील्ड के बारे में बात करें, एंड वी टॉक अबाउट एंड वी स्टेट अ पर्पस और अ टाइटल, रीडिंग लिटरेसी of primary school students, ठीक है, primary students or public sector. So is that clear? Would you be able to fulfill the purpose of your study? If yes, how? And if no, why? जल्दी से बताएं आप.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question?
For instance, we talk about any issue related to, चले आप भी बात करते कोरोना से, impact of corona amongst the elderly people on the, or ये कह दें, on the students of किसी भी colleges or universities. Is that clearly stated? Just a moment, please. जी सजाद साहब. मेरे तो बंद हो गई है. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. Ji. What were we saying? If we talk about COVID-19 with relation to the impact of corona on the university students, would you be able to justify with the topic, or you could cater the topic or not?
Ma'am, I think if there is a particular university, or as you talked about elder people, so if there is a particular age range, then it can become more precise.
Good. Anybody else?
But ma'am, if we talk about
जी मैं सुन रही हूँ आपको.
yes, ma'am, if we talk about all the students, all the university students, then I think it would be more clear.
Oh, all the universities and all the students, it would be more clear. So how would you compile information or collect information for that purpose?
Ma'am, by getting know how it affects, like
So
I mean,
आप क्या करेंगे? आप किस यूनिवर्सिटी के बारे में पता करेंगे, और how would you divide like your sections, कि आप यूनिवर्सिटीज लेंगे तो कौन सी लेंगे, स्टूडेंट्स होंगे तो कहाँ के होंगे, और इट इज ओनली दिस यूनिवर्सिटी पंजाब की, सिंध की, और सेकेंडली मेरी बात समझे.
Ma'am, if we talk about statistics, then it would be difficult. But if we talk just about how it affects and what it affects, then I think we can. But statistics, statically, it would be difficult.
Yes. अगर आप एक जनरल सी बात करें ना, इसको पर्पस को रखें ना जनरल जेनेरिक सा, कि आपको पता है कि इट माइट बी दिस, ठीक है, कि दिस माइट बी, दिस हैज अफेक्टेड, ऑब्वियसली, कि जब आप एक जनरल बात भी करते हैं तो इट डिपेंड्स, इट वेरीज फ्रॉम कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू कॉन्टेक्स्ट. फॉर इंस्टेंस पाकिस्तान में द सिचुएशन इज डिफरेंट, इन इंग्लैंड द सिचुएशन इज डिफरेंट. सो पूरी दुनिया की यूनिवर्सिटी स्टूडेंट्स की और यूनिवर्सिटीज की strategies and situation is different. So you cannot cater the whole world, first of all, or even report maybe if you are not going to like deal with the statistics or जो भी होता है वो numbers, but even then it will be impossible to cater the whole world. Even उससे narrow level पर आप आ जाए, if you will be dealing with England, if you will be dealing with Taiwan, if you will be dealing with Pakistan, you cannot cater even one country. ठीक है? And then if you narrow it down, अभी आपके देखिए in Pakistan, you have like सारे provinces की, every province has its own strategy of opening universities and like timings, and we say हमारी UET की strategy is completely different from LAMS and LSE. They are not opened at all, or students have not even seen their university from the last 8 months. Aapki university has partially opened it for some semesters or this and that. And how the reaction and how you reacted to online studies, that also varies. There are some students, they are exceptionally good. They performed even better than than the students whom we taught on campus, face-to-face interaction. There are some students who take it very casual, and they do not try to like adjust themselves to this situation. So there is a lot of variation. तो आपको क्या करना पड़ता है for your to cover your search area or your report area? You have to narrow it down. You have to specify it. अगर आप इसको specify नहीं करेंगे, तो that would be very difficult to cater. उसके बावजूद भी that would be quite broader level if you will be like discussing the public sector universities, or you will be discussing private sector universities, or you might be discussing some specific university कि उनके बच्चों का क्या कैसा उनका इम्पैक्ट आया है एंड हाउ दे आर डीलिंग विद इट. तो जितना आप इसको नैरो डाउन करेंगे, ये नहीं कि आपकी रिसर्च और आपकी रिपोर्ट छोटी हो जाएगी. दैट वुड बी मोर क्लियरर and more easier for the reader to understand, and that might be more useful rather than giving them very general information जो खुद भी शायद खबरों से सुन लेते होंगे. So they do not need you in this respect, in this thing. वो अपने रिपोर्टर या रिसर्चर या ऑथर से चाहते हैं कि they should provide them very reliable, authentic, and very solid information based on not opinions, not on media news. It should be based on facts and figures. So often write states a purpose so broadly that it is almost useless to understand. Right. It's the next step of your planning. ये हम जितनी भी बातें डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, they all come under the heading of preparation. First of all, you determine the purpose, then you research. The more you research, the more you read, the more your document will be clear and authentic, reliable, valid. अगर आप इस तरह रैंडम, जो हमारे यहाँ की सोसाइटी का एक इशू है कि आप रैंडम चीज़ों को अभी लेटर में और रिपोर्ट्स में बच्चों ने क्या टर्मिनोलॉजीज यूज की है. We are praying to Allah Almighty that he would like help us in this regard, and we are grateful to him. This is not the language of a researcher or a reporter to involve your religion in your technical document. We know you are very religious, and your conduct should convey that you are close to your religion. But if you start writing and involving your religion in your professional and technical communication, that would not be very much appreciated. आप देखें कि जितनी डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज है, आपने कभी उनको देखा है कि उनकी किसी बिजनेस कम्युनिकेशन में उन्होंने जीसस को, अपने भगवान को, अपने बुद्धा को इन्वॉल्व किया? नो. It's their personal thing. It's their other aspect. It's not related to your tech. It's your business. आप दुआ करें, बिल्कुल करें, पर दिल में करें. आप घर पे करें. When you are free, there is no boundary. इस तरह क्या होता है कि people will start thinking that you are biased, one thing, and you are like not a mature writer, or either you want the other person to get impressed by your religion. So avoid that kind of language. Or एक और बात, when you start collecting your information, there is no need to praise yourself or self admiration. Avoid it. Okay, I am the best person for this job. I am an excellent match for this job. और क्या होना, और क्या लिखते हैं? So exaggerated expressions should be avoided. Excellent, perfect, suitable. Once I was reading a CV of my student. So while reading it, I felt like that the person wants is very dominating. I have done this, and I'm sure you are going to hire me because this would be the turning point for your organization, your institution. So why should I hire you if you're so big-headed? If you do not sound like a humble or competent and down and active person, so then I will employ you. Why should I employ you? That you got someone, then one fine day you will be threatened. You are going to threaten my company, and you want to take my position. So they will not hire you. Are you getting my points or not?
Yes, ma'am. मुझे
Yes,
clear है.
ma'am.
Okay, so ना जाना, huh?
Oh, ma'am.
Good, good. Okay, ji. The next thing is, first of all, you will deciding your subject matter, whether it's for your with the communication within the organization, internal communication, whether you are writing for the external communication or you are writing for the broader communication outside even the country or someone else. Okay? For that thing, you are going to collect reliable information which you have actually experimented, you have actually the results you have drawn from some research work, और आपने researches पढ़कर उसके ऊपर जो उसके results है based on that, और the reliable और जो क्या कहना चाहिए, not based on your opinions, your thoughts, your assumptions. It should not be designed on the base of these things. Then collect for collecting information. मैं आपको हमेशा advise करूँगी, when you start searching for something, there is no need to consult Wikipedia or something which is readily available. You should go for PDF articles related to that field, or one day you will be realizing, obviously PDF articles are results, or the you can say the outcome of some research work. तो उस पे वो article design करते हैं, so that would be more useful for you, or that you can trust them rather than ये जो आप बगैर किसी source के ऐसे information उठा लेते हैं. Okay, for your audience, next step is your determine your audience. Please, someone else please read it. ऐसी reading होनी चाहिए कि दिल खुश हो जाए. Reading which is based on, which is like following different mechanics of readings. The information you want to put stress, it should be given stress. When you end the sentence, your voice should be falling. Okay, that जब आप पढ़ना शुरू करते हैं, आपकी pitch is always high. When you are about to finish your sentence, या full stop होने से पहले या information complete होने से पहले, आपकी tone automatically down हो जाती है. जैसे अभी हम बोल रहे हैं, तो जब हम शुरू करते हैं बात, when we start, we have a rising tone. When we are about to complete the information, we have falling tone. Okay? जरा पढ़ें फिर. Can you read? सोच में पढ़ गया.
Successful technical writers know that they can only achieve clarity by recognizing their audience. Writer consider audience need. What do you readers already know about the subject? Should you define basic terminology, or will such definitions merely bore or even impair your
Okay,
readers?
बस यहीं पे रोकें please. First step, your audience are very important. First of all, your subject matter, आपने decide कर लिया, it was your choice. Audience has not asked you to choose it. Yeah, you have to work on it. They can ask for it if it is their requirement, like feasibility reports, contractual reports. There are a lot of evaluation reports. उसमें आपको audience can request you to determine to design information for their sake. बट जब आप ऑडियंस के लिए अब आप एक सब्जेक्ट में अपना चूज करते हैं, obviously you have some motives, you have some aims to achieve. You want to convey them, you want to inform them, you want to persuade them, and you want to convince them to take interest you into your work, or to buy your product, or to like get you have some your motives, you objectives to achieve. So therefore you have to think about your audience. अभी आप देखें what the ये Mac Apple वाले क्या करते हैं, they design their products keeping in their mind the audiences. और मुझे I always think about this strategy and really like it. They have initially designed iPhone, they got good response, and after that what they did is they पता नहीं सज्जाद साहब को मुझसे आज क्या काम हो गया, सज्जाद साहब की कॉल एक सेकेंड, प्लीज गिव मी अ ब्रेक फॉर अ मिनट, आप भी जरा रिलैक्स हो जाए. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry to keep you waiting. आप बच्चे समझते हैं कि that is very easy कि you kept I have a request from you initially मैं आपसे बात discuss कर लूं कि if you have done have worked hard or you think that there is some issue and you are not getting the sufficient grades or the expected grades, you could have come to us earlier. अब क्या होता है और इस ऑनलाइन लेक्चर्स में क्या हुआ है कि students did not even bother to respond to their teachers. We keep on giving them feedback. जैसे अभी आप मुझे अपनी assignments देंगे, I will give you feedback, maybe orally, maybe written. तो आप वो अगर उसके मुताबिक अपनी असाइनमेंट डिजाइन करते हैं, you are more than welcome to get marks. But if you do not meet my requirement or my criteria, तो obviously I'll give you get less marks. आपका जो डिपार्टमेंट है, they are very much particular about certain things. अब it has become very difficult after submitting the result to change the result or to make amendments. अब वो बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाएगा. तो if you want to have good grades, तो keep in touch with me and keep on updating your assignments. Till the last day, you have an opportunity to make your assignments more clear or better. और जब एक दफा डेडलाइन और आपका इंटरेक्शन हमारा खत्म हो जाएगा, then please do not bring your work and do not try to improve it. ठीक है? तो प्लीज ये आप चीजें मेरी जो मैं आपसे बातें कर रही हूँ, अब जैसे बेस्ड ऑन facts and figures. अब जैसे when we have online lectures when it started, our chairman said that they have like एक सिस्टमैटिक उन्होंने एक रिसर्च करवाई उन बच्चों से जिन्होंने ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ली एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट रिजल्ट्स दे इनिशिएटेड एंड दे like followed this online system के that was not that bad. तो इसी अपनी अपनी जो एक्सपीरियंस है मेरा पिछली ऑनलाइन क्लासेस का, बेस्ड ऑन दैट फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स, आई एम गाइडिंग यू नाउ कि मैं आपको पहले ही तैयार कर दूं, बजाय इसके कि उस वक्त हमने सीखना शुरू किया था. तो बाय द एंड ऑफ द सेमेस्टर अब जाके हमारे पास एक वी आर इन अ पोजीशन टू मेक जजमेंट. ठीक है, उस वक्त वी वर नॉट इन अ पोजीशन. तो अब आप लोग पहले से इस चीज के लिए तैयार रहिएगा. So second thing was to determine your audience, to identify your audience, either audience in report, and in research you can call them your population, your participants. So they are, you can say, the heart of your work. When you will be designing, so you have some purpose in your mind, automatically you have audience in your mind who are going to be beneficial, you going to be useful, and your more was useful for your work, and they can you can take advantage, you can take benefit from them. So determine your audience. जैसे अभी I was discussing Apple. Initially they launched a phone and they got good response. Then what they do is they launched two colors, and what they did is उन्होंने क्या किया कि they that is the iPhone is more is being used by female gender. So what they did is they know the strategy, the psyche and the mindset of females. They have started designing the phone with different colors because the women, the girls, they like the colorful things. ये they're inborn quality. आदमी हैं उनके देखिए colors very specified होते हैं. They like to wear blue, green, sky blue और white और बहुत ज्यादा grey बहुत भी कर लेंगे तो lemon या light pink. और उस पे भी हमारी सोसाइटी में that is still not accepted. इतने सालों से it's in fashion, but क्योंकि हमारी सोसाइटी they do not accept it. इसी तरह लेडीज जो होती हैं they like to wear different colors, colorful things, like bright things. So the iPhone has touched that sensitive point, and they have designed red iPhone. They have designed rose pink color. They have designed golden color, which are these colors are hardly used by men. So they cater the audience might have this thing in their mind, and they have designed different sizes. They have designed small, handy mobiles, and they have designed big mobiles. And most of the time, small mobiles and the compact mobiles are used by females. And जो बड़े-बड़े mobiles हैं, जैसे Samsung के भी होते हैं, Samsung is more rough. Therefore, that is used by men. Or iPhone is very sensitive and delicate. They are more used by female. So that is how you plan your business strategies, and you cater your audience, or obviously your gender, then uh, your age group. आपकी now it depends on your age कि जो elderly or middle age लोग हैं, they go for more mature or subtle things. Teenagers, they go for more colorful things. So हर चीज हर एक चीज का teenagers want quick response. When the uh, जो middle age or mature लोग होते हैं, they have like the ability of patience like has grown in the past with the passage of time, with the time in the framework of time. So they have more ability or to wait, to have patience. पर बच्चे चाहते हैं कि they want everything instantly. So everything you have to determine your audience based on the background, their age, their gender, their education. So background में आ जाती है सारी चीजें ये, especially their knowledge level, their education level. So अभी तक आपको मेरी बात कुछ समझ आ रही है? If you have any query or if you have any question, you can ask me.
No, ma'am, समझ आ रही है.
Good. So you can also share something regarding this. If you have some example in your mind, or you any experience you have and related to this, you can share, any one of you. No one? चलो कोई बात नहीं. जब भी आप शेयर करेंगे, I'll give you extra mark. Okay जी.
मैम अगर ये टेक्निकल राइटिंग के कोई पर्टिकुलर रूल्स नहीं है तो फिर इसका पर्टिकुलर क्राइटेरिया भी नहीं होना चाहिए, आई थिंक सो, क्योंकि अगर रूल्स ही नहीं है जिस चीज के तो उसका हम क्राइटेरिया कैसे बना सकते हैं जजमेंट का?
How could you say that it has no rules? It has rules. It is
मैम
very
अगर इसके
formal.
रूल्स मैम अगर इसके लेट्स को अगर आपने कहा रूल्स, अगर इसके रूल्स हैं तो मतलब कि हर ऑडियंस को टेक्निकल राइटिंग या रिपोर्ट रिप्रेजेंट करने के डिफरेंट मेथड होते हैं, क्योंकि हर ऑडियंस की अंडरस्टैंडिंग डिफरेंट होती है
जी.
तो फिर हम पर्टिकुलर रूल्स के साथ तो कैसे चल सकते हैं हर ऑडियंस के साथ?
The most important thing is your audience. यहाँ पे वही बात हम कह रहे हैं, you have to determine your audience. If you are going to write, और यही एक चीज है academic writing, और इसमें बहुत visible difference है. आप जब research work करते हैं, you might be catering diverse audiences, but यहाँ पर you have this thing in your mind कि आपके audience का क्या है. According to the level of your audience, you will be designing your document. अभी हम आगे बात और further discuss करेंगे. Then you will come to the things will be more clearer. अगर for instance आपके भी multiple audiences है, then your selection of language and the order of your framework of your compiling of your information would be different. कि आप उसमें ऐसी language select करेंगे rules के मुताबिक कि which could be comprehensible to diverse audiences, जो एक audience के अलावा. और अगर आप अपनी लो टेक या ऐसे ऑडियंस के लिए, लेमैन के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं, के लिए डॉक्यूमेंट अपना कोई प्रोडक्ट डेवलप करने जा रहे हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली यू विल डिजाइन अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट. One thing, one rule is this. The second rule is you have, this is very formal. This is very professional. So there is no no, not, it cannot be written without rules and regulations. You need to develop a very accurate and flawless document. उसमें एक स्पेलिंग मिस्टेक भी आती है, आपकी स्ट्रक्चर की मिस्टेक आती है, तो एकदम से रीडर की अटेंशन डाइवर्ट हो जाती है और वो दे माइट रियलाइज कि आपका जो है ना राइटर इज नॉट दैट मच लाइक एफिशिएंट और क्या कहना चाहिए knowledgeable. So rules are there. Without rules, there is no writing is without rules. ये आप हम नहीं कह सकते. We have to follow certain rules. While I was like teaching literature, and I was like reading rap, different types of poetry. तो उसमें rap का भी जिक्र था. Even rap has some rules. कितनी वो एक ऐसी slang सी लगती है rap songs और जो poetry होती है, it sounds like that is very informal or slangs are used in that. It also has some rules. Everything has rules. ठीक है, which you have to follow. अब आपकी it's more like the reports and the documents you design. अगर आप गौर से if you focus on the piece of writing one letter, starting from one business letter, so you will be realizing that letter is also based on some mechanics और जिसको जाके broaden उसकी शक्ल होगी your report and your research. Letter may first of all you will be providing information, for instance your title page and your research or report. Then you will be mentioning your subject means your purpose. Then you will be stating your audience, whether he is a manager or someone this जो भी है. तो obviously अगर आप अपने seniors को लिख रहे हैं, the पढ़ने वाला is expecting a very formal language from you, and when you start writing your letter, the letter is divided into different parts: introduction, body, conclusion. And introduction report में जैसे आपके one section is of your introduction, the second section is your literature review obviously और कुछ और भी हो सकता है, but the main part is your discussion. छोटे लेवल पर भी आप इन दोनों को दो genres को दो styles को compare करें, तो that would be very easier for you to understand कि starting from this one page document to 20,000 words document, you are following the same structure. And then you conclude your letter by ending or your further expectations. कि आपकी ये conclusion है that you are expecting this response from them, or you will be waiting to receive a positive answer जो भी है future के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हैं. And if you have any such intention, you can contact me on this number. So इसी तरह आपका ये pattern is going to be followed. अगर आप इसमें expert हो जाते हैं, तो there will be no issue in designing big documents. ठीक है, अभी आप जब lab reports बनाते हैं, I'm sure that you do not bother to focus on the language. Your aim is कि आपने experiment जो भी किया, जो lab में practice किया, you just want to convey it. You do not focus even कि आपकी charts and your tables are visible, or they are providing, if a lay person will have to read it, how would they understand it? A low-tech reader भी even पढ़ेगा, so that would be difficult. Obviously, high-tech readers like you people are professionals. That would be easier for you people maybe, because you have been doing this work for many years, or you are into this field and you are interacting in those terms and terminologies every day. ठीक है? So audience will determine your rules and regulations, your language, your medium, your content. Everything will be based on will be dependent on the choice of your audience. So you should know the next task is to assess your audience. Again, be precise and ask yourself some questions. Who exactly is your reader? Do you have multiple readers? Who needs to see to you or to use the document? What are your readers' needs? in relation to your subject, what are their attitudes and about the subjects, whether they are skeptical, they are supportive, they are anxious or they are bored. एक जैसे for instance आपको project करने जा रहे हैं and people like आप उसके बारे में वो पहले market में आ चुका है and you that the product has lost people's support, people's trust and interest. So you might want to gain the interest, you want to update the product and you want to well, with some changes. So this will be a task for you, how you make your audience involved again in your product. So aapki the way you will be presenting your product, then you will be like marketing it, then you will be like giving information about the product is very very important. So वहां पर आपने देख लिया कि whether your work is going to you are going to deal with one type of audience, two type of audiences or three type of audiences. This slide is very important. Can anyone read it? Anyone, someone, no one?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी पढ़िए प्लीज. लगता है आप सब सो गए, आप श्योर आधी से ज्यादा क्लास ना कान में हेडफोन्स लगा के सो रही है.
Achieving audience recognition, high-tech
एक सेकंड रुक जाए. I'll call someone from here. Shama Salman. Shama Salman is a girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Shama Salman आपका नाम है?
Ma'am, Shamsur Rahman.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Shamsur Rahman. जी Shamsur Rahman, please read it.
Okay, ma'am.
इससे पहले मैं बात भूल जाऊं, वैसे मैं ईमेल जब आपको डिजाइन करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली तभी मुझे याद आएगी. Being prospective engineers and you are going to be professionals all of you. और अभी तक यूनिवर्सिटी में तो वैसे ये चल रही है, but most of the time the यूनिवर्सिटी वाली जो आपकी email है that goes with you a long way. So you should design your emails ID with quite कुछ reasonable अपनी उसको रखें, तो that बहुत कलरफुल नहीं होनी चाहिए और फनी नहीं होनी चाहिए. बिकॉज यहाँ से आपने अप्लाई करना है डिफरेंट फील्ड्स एंड मे बी अब्रॉड, तो जितनी इसको आप सिंपल अच्छी रखेंगे ना, दैट वुड बी मोर. जारी बात है उसमें आपका कई बार नाम नहीं मेंशन होता है, तो रीडर विल ऑटोमेटिकली कंसल्ट योर ईमेल आईडी एंड ट्राई टू फाइंड आउट योर नेम फ्रॉम देयर. तो इसलिए जो ईमेल शुड कंटेन, मुझे लगता है, योर नेम और थोड़ा रीजनेबली डिजाइंड. जी शम्स.
High-tech peers, abbreviations, acronyms, okay. Like, please review the enclosed OP and EN. Low-tech peers, abbreviations, acronyms.
यहाँ पर
Need.
एक मिनट रुकिए जरा. High-tech peers, they have no problem with the abbreviations or acronyms. For instance, आपका OP or EN is an abbreviation which you know about it, OP and EN. Okay, but it is related to the field of engineering. So high-tech peers के लिए you can use abbreviations, because high-tech peers is, you can say, is like your field people, your seniors or masters of your field, or the people your teachers जो आपके field से related है, और they can welcome acronyms along with some difficult expressions of your field. Like jargon, you know what is jargon?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that, जी? जिसने yes कहा है?
Well, ये जो प्रोफेशनल बिजनेस में जो टर्मिनोलॉजी यूज होती हैं.
Exactly. Jargon is the specific terminologies which are used in this respective fields. So अब आप jargons use करें और मुश्किल और abbreviations use करें जो आपकी field के हैं, तो that would be difficult for the other people to understand. But अगर high tech आपका audience है और they could easily understand it, most of the commonly used jargon or your like abbreviation और acronyms जो आपके routine में use होते हैं. But अगर आप इस field से बाहर बात करेंगे, if you think that someone else is going to might be assessing your document, so that would be difficult. जी next step पढ़िए please. High tech से आगे.
LODEC peers abbreviations acronyms need parenthetical definitions.
आगे.
Like please review the enclosed operating procedure and engineering notice.
Okay.
For lay
So
readers, no abbreviations.
जब बस आप एक मिनट यहाँ रुकें. For low tech peers जिनके पास थोड़ी सी information है, or they might be dealing with you people, but they are not very proficient. Like एक perfect engineer या एक इस field से related लोग होते हैं, but low tech peer they might be dealing with it, or but they do not have sufficient knowledge. They could be given or talk at asked to read these abbreviation or acronyms, but how? With some explanation within the parentheses or definitions या थोड़ी सी उसकी knowledge देकर you can ऐसी language use कर सकते हैं. जी next.
For lay readers, no abbreviations or acronyms, explanations instead. Like by following the enclosed operating procedure, you can ensure that your printer will run to our engineers' desired performance levels.
Okay, so now what about lay readers? Lay reader is the reader. For instance, आपने देखा है कभी भी हम कोई मशीन खरीदते हैं बाजार से, घर पे we would never ever, most of the time 99% we are not able to assemble that machine or unassemble the product. We have to call some technical person to do that, because what is the reason behind it? The instructions are not properly designed, or that is quite maybe they might be properly designed, but that might not be for the lay reader or the low tech reader or the person who are going to use it, who's going to use it. So इसी वजह से वो आपकी writing, you can easily say that is not successful. You have wasted your time by designing that kind of instructions for that audience. So for lay readers, no abbreviations and though no acronyms, no jargons should be used. Rather than you should give them explanation and proper statements. इसी तरह मैं आप बच्चों को अपने पहले भी बताती रही हूँ. फॉर इंस्टेंस आप अगर अपनी लैब रिपोर्ट्स को डिजाइन कर रहे हैं या दोबारा से उसको एडिट करके मैं उसको रिवाइज कर रहे हैं, तो गिव देम क्लियर स्टेटमेंट्स above your tables and charts. So for instance, I am a lay reader. I'm not even a low tech reader in your uh, field. अब आप मुझसे कोई linguistics की बात पूछें तो मुझे it would be more easier for me to understand. जैसे मैंने आपको कोई lexicon, do you know what is lexicon? मैंने अभी आपको पीछे बताया था. What is lexicon? नहीं बताया बच्चों? किसी को भी नहीं याद?
आई थिंक आपने नहीं बताया.
अच्छा नहीं बताया तो कोई मसला नहीं, आप बता दे कि नहीं बताया. Lexicon is a mental dictionary which is inbuilt dictionary. जब आप देखें बहुत सारी जगहों पे when you have to perform, you do not have to go and consult the dictionary or check out for this internet or net पे जाके आप search नहीं करनी पड़ती, but that information is stored in your mind. That is called lexicon. Schema. अब आप बताएं कि this is new thing for you. अब for that field you are a lay person. Lay person doesn't mean कि आप एक अनपढ़ के लिए लिख रहे हैं. Lay person means that they are educated, but they are not from the specific field or they do not know about that field. हर field की एक अपनी specialization होती है. So उसको आप ये नहीं कर सकते they are बिल्कुल ही they are अनपढ़ लोग नहीं है. They are educated people, but they might do not have enough sufficient information about your field. So, like by following the close operating procedure, you can ensure that your printer will run out to our engineers desired performance level. So lay reader के लिए this information is required. आप ये देखें इसके लिए high tech के लिए that is enough. Low tech के लिए this is required. And for the lay reader, these small paragraph is required. Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So audience, you can say, is the heart of your work because they are going to make it successful or make or fail it or it leads to failure. So if the most अगर आप जब भी करें so आप ये देख रहे हैं कि आपकी रिपोर्ट आपका काम आपका जो इंटरेक्शन है फॉर इंस्टेंस आप अगर बाहर एक्सटर्नल अपने प्रपोजल्स भेजते हैं अपनी एक काम शुरू किया है स्टार्टअप है आपका तो your proposals are very important okay what are the things you are offering them what is your product and what are you offering them what is not like available in the market so your interaction in that way is very important with the audience internal external and at more international level even. That's it from my side. If you have any question, please ask. There you can take the attendance also, or
Ma'am, attendance
मैंने
can
वैसे
be
download
downloaded
कर ली है.
in MS Teams.
I have downloaded it, और मैं आपको अभी आपको उसको भेज भी देती हूँ.
Okay, ma'am.
शेयर करने की कोशिश करती हूँ, but आप भी इनकी ले लीजिएगा in case मेरे पास ना आ रहे तो. अच्छा,
Okay, ma'am.
अब आप मुझे बताएं कि if you have any question, Jaya. Is Jaya present today?
Yes, madam, my name is Jayani.
Jayani?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a nickname from my side, Jaya. Jaya, can you give me some nice name? It's my love for you, huh?
Thank you.
Jaya?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Are you getting the points which we have discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So can you give us a quick recap of those points? Of any important point.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
We need preparations and purpose for the research like that. Or we
Okay, tell me about the audience.
Audience.
What are the categories of audience we could have?
Audience.
Okay, Salia, are you present? Salia? Yes, you can. Could you tell us about the audience?
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Okay. We are waiting, Salia.
Ma'am, can you hear me? I'm saying it's some issue.
Sorry.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
I'm asking about the audience. What kind of audience we could have in technical writing or in technical communication? It's not only about writing, it's about technical communication. जी. Okay. Alia, आपको नहीं पता. Okay, what about this Rosie?
Lay readers so different. Ma'am, sorry, I was having some issue of internet. I was saying, but you couldn't hear me.
Just now I can listen.
Yes, ma'am, there's some technical issue. I'm so sorry.
Okay. So Rosie?
Yes, ma'am.
So Rosie, it's your, what is your name?
Mehroz Numan.
माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह कैसा अच्छा आपने इसका वो एब्रीवेशन ढूंढा है हाँ could you tell,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me Rosie, could you please tell me about technical readers?
Yes, ma'am.
Technical readers. Okay. Uzair, जितने बच्चों से क्वेश्चन मैंने
Yes,
किया
ma'am.
and they were not able to respond, आप उनका -1 लिखना है please list में.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay,
Okay,
take
ma'am.
marks the attendance from your side also. मैंने ले लिया इनके. Okay. So that's all
Okay,
for
ma'am.
today. Inshallah, see you on the Tuesday maybe. Okay. Allah Hafiz.